United States' power and prestige in the world is not diminished just because this looks like it was a humiliating exit. So America's power depends on its economy and its military. America is better off for getting the hell out of Afghanistan. And it's a manifestation of how much power and wealth the United States has that it can go into Afghanistan for 2 decades and blow $2 trillion and just power on. It's like people who light a cigar with $100 bill. Like people who light their cigars with $100 bill, that's not their last $100 bill. They do that because they have so much money. They have money to burn. The United States, in comparison to other countries, has money to burn. Now, obviously, I think we're all agreed here that staying in Afghanistan was a terrible decision. I think even going into there in the first place was a bad decision. That the right-wing approach to 9/11 of treating it as a culture war was a bad decision, and that the instinctive left-wing approach of treating 9/11 as a law enforcement matter, we would have been much better served by going with that left-wing approach. But the left didn't even have the courage of its convictions. It was so scared by what happened with the Iraq-Kuwait war and how successful the U.S. military was that they didn't have the courage of their own convictions. But in retrospect, I think the normative left-wing response of treating 9/11 as a law enforcement matter rather than a culture war would have been correct. And going into Afghanistan and Iraq were just absolute, terrible, awful disasters. But what's amazing is the United States still has so much wealth and power